Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
Welcome to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden J, hanging out with
the Rocker Chick
and
J-Dub.
And welcome to the United States of Paranormal.
Yeah. Ooh.
If you do not wish to listen to our banter, please check the timestamp in the show notes where you can jump ahead to today's story.
Like a ween.
And if you do like our banter and you love to see our beautiful faces, go check out our Patreon at patreon.com/TUSOP.
Yes, please. Do it.
Do it. You got to do it. Do it. Anyway, there, that gets that out of the way right away. So all of you out there know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, halfway through our banner, usually you say that.
Yeah, usually I remember.
Yeah.
I'm on it to this episode. This is all you get.
Good job.
This is all you get. I won't be on it for the rest of the day. Night. Today.
Evening.
Episode. Whatever it is.
Nighttime.
Listen, I know that people listen to this podcast at random times. They don't all listen to it on Wednesday. Some listen Thursday. Some listen to a week later. I get that. So, yeah, I try not to say, hey, good evening, or anything like that. But, man, the Gridiron Kings do that all the time when Rob jumps on, when Coach Rob jumps on. He's like, good evening, football fans. And I'm like, it's fucking 6:30 in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we should start ours with good morning.
Good
afternoon.
morning.
Good evening. Good
Hello
night.
today.
It is
day.
today.
It's Monday. It's Tuesday. It's Wednesday.
Whatever day.
It could be Thursday. I don't know.
I don't even know.
Whatever day of the week.
It could be
It is.
2026. I have no idea.
Wow.
I mean, in 2 years, somebody could be listening to this podcast.
It's true.
I have no idea. I always find it amazing. So what have you guys been up to?
Work?
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
We haven't done anything substantial.
Well, we do, yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
We didn't drive like 1,000 miles.
went to Kansas City to watch the Chiefs play.
And probably what was one of the best games of the season at that point.
Yeah.
Goes into overtime
point,
on a
yeah.
Monday night in the rain. Fuck yeah, bring it, baby. Take it every time. It was fun. I had
And
a
then
blast.
you have last week's game where
where we blocked the field goal
Yeah,
with 1
and
second
win.
left on the clock. Oh shit! How about those Chiefs 9-0?
ready
Now
to
listen,
give up and about threw the dog halfway across the room. He's like, what
dog.
the hell's going on?
Poor dog. He
Grandson comes running in. What happened? I freaking won.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. We also, me and Aspen went to the wrestling matches on Saturday night. Got to see Frankie Vegas in action. It's great because I think it was like his first time back in action since his heart attack. So he comes strolling out like the second match and gets up there and is like, death couldn't even keep me away. I'm back, motherfuckers.
Yay!
So that was fun. hung out with so Sid and Lucas went, and Gunnar and Sarah, and Chuck and his son Caleb were with us. So we had front row seats. I had a blast heckling the guys because I was close enough to heckle the shit out of them. So I was having a fucking great time.
Aspen did not like that one of them called him Four Eyes.
Oh my God! So
at all.
Yeah, the headlining match of the main event of the night. The heel was you can tell this guy's a seasoned veteran. He's been doing it for a long time. I found out afterwards, like, he's got 20 plus years of being a wrestler.
Wow.
And he knows how to work the crowd as a heel very, very well. But it was funny because his gimmick, basically, he picked on kids and crippled people.
Jeez. It's like a comedy show.
Well, pretty much. And he got down because, like I said, we're in the front row, and he walked up to Aspen and was nose to nose with him, and went past him into his ear and goes, "Four Eyes," and Aspen goes, "Loser."
Good job.
It wasn't the younger, well, Aspen's generation. Yes, he loved it because he's at that age, but Gunnar, Sarah, Lucas, and Sid didn't really care for it too much. Gunnar actually put out a video to his sister that it's like, "I really don't think I like wrestling anymore." And then he shows them throwing a guy into a door, and he goes, "I might like wrestling now." But he did it in his goofy
Yeah, he did
voice
it in his goofy voice, and it was fun to see. I'll have to show it to you later when I think I got it saved on TikTok. But yeah, it was just a good time. I had a blast. I think they had fun. I just don't know that that's something they're going to go back and do again.
Right. Well, I'll watch Sophia anytime you guys want to go.
Of course you will.
That was terrible for you, wasn't it?
Terrible.
And then Friday night before, I was at Sweetwater. Me and Gunnar met up with Chuck and Caleb and saw a touring band called Pete's Diary. And I was going to look this up and I forgot. But the lead singer, the lead guitar player, not the lead singer, the lead guitar player, whose name is Pete, the band is his band. All of the medical issues that he has been through. The kid's like 22, 23 years old. Is a great guitar player. But all his medical issues that he's been through, they never thought that he would walk, let alone do what he's doing on stage. Mm-hmm. And he tore it up. Big Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix fan, stuff like that. But the drummer, I kept looking at the drummer. It's like, he looks so familiar. I didn't know him, but he just looked like somebody famous as kid or whatever. And so I did what I did. I Facebook stalked it. Hmm. And I found him, and I liked his page and so on. And he actually made a comment about playing the Sweetwater show and put up some pictures and stuff. And I commented on that. And then it became a back and forth between the two of us, which was really cool. So super nice guy as far as, what we talked about on our comments. But yeah, it was exciting to be able to kind of make that contact. So I didn't tell him I was a world-renowned podcaster.
You should ask him to come on one.
I know. I ought to IM him and see if he's into the paranormal. Maybe he could come on and hang out with us for a show. He might be. I don't know.
Maybe.
You got to find a spot to put him in one of the pods because he's too young to be an 80s guy.
You never know.
I bet he's not a Chiefs fan. Anyways, that was so Kansas City last weekend. Great time going around, doing a little shopping, going to the game, tailgating, all that fun shit.
Yep. And
then wrestling and a concert and the following weekend. I'm really looking forward to this weekend kind of being a down weekend.
Whatever. It's never a down weekend.
It might be.
Whatever.
We're going to go hit Fort Wayne with Gunnar and Sarah and do a couple things over there and trying to talk them into going down to Parkview Field because apparently they got all the lights up.
Ooh.
Like over 1 million lights. You can walk through it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That might be fun. Mm-hmm. if you go down from the hospital, do you let's see, if you go down, what is it, Harrison Street and go across Main and then on Market Street, right there at that stop sign, there's a house. And I take you to this house every year. They do it up big time. Well, they started putting their stuff out. This year they have put up a archway, several of those across the actual sidewalk going down the street. And I mean, this house is always amazing. It's always lit up. It's always really, really fucking cool. And then you got the neighbors, and I was driving through there the other day, and the two of them are walking out with all of their Christmas decorations, trying to keep up with the Joneses. Yeah. And I was laughing my ass off because I know we used to do battle with our neighbor when Moody was next door. Mm-hmm. He'd put up lights, and then we'd have to put up lights, and then he'd put up more lights, and then we'd outdo him. And no more. Fuck that. I don't do that. It's too pain in the ass to take it all back down. I'd be happy to leave it all up.
My parents' neighbor got one of those LED strips that you leave up all year round. That you can put it like red, white, and blue for like 4th of July or whatever. You could do purple or green or something for Halloween, and then it does like red and green.
Right.
So yeah, they left them up, and I was like, dang, that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
True.
If you can get some good ones like that, yeah, fuck yeah, do it up. All right, I have an email.
Yay.
Yeah, it's from ISO.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Mm-hmm. Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Uh-oh. Am I in trouble?
No, you're not.
It's not very long.
No, it's a short email. But I need you to read the highlighted area for me.
Me read it?
Yep. This email is entitled Frankie Vegas Erotica You Were Trying to Create.
Oh, boy.
Frankie Vegas Erotica. Okay.
Remember the episode where Mason said you should read erotica, do an erotica podcast? Well, ISO has written you a short little stanza for you to read.
Okay.
He says, "I'm gonna try this."
Me.
Huh? No, fuck that. It's way more fun to do it right like this. He says, "I'm gonna try this because I am bored." All right.
So he's gonna start writing novels,
and then
erotic novels.
He's only gonna send them to you to read them.
Oh my God, I can't see it. Can I have your glasses?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Here you go. And it says, Frankie knocks on the door. Hold on. Wow, this is really good.
Okay.
All right. Frankie knocks on the door.
Good evening, ma'am. I heard you ordered a large pepperoni pizza with a side of hoagie. Oh, Mr. Vegas, I knew you would deliver. Why don't you come inside? My husband is out for at least another hour. Frankie says, all right. But just so you know, I'm wearing my special Frankie Vegas condoms because what happens in Frankie stays in Frankie. Only $3.99. Order now. Oh. Wow. Wow.
That was good.
That was really good. You realize that just cements the fact that you're going to have to do something like that.
Put me on the spot. Oh. Like, what the hell am I going to read next?
when he sent that to me yesterday, I just died laughing because, the Frankie Vegas condoms right up there. Yeah. What happens in Frankie stays in Frankie.
Oh, my.
Classic shit right there. Thank you, ISO, for the email.
Yes, thank
you. I hope you enjoyed the rocker chick reading it to you. As much as I did. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
the only email we got this week.
Well, dang.
I'm sorry. You could I did get a personal email I thought was interesting. I'm trying to think of where it was, which one it was on. I got a headhunter who hit me up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They want to know if I'm interested in applying for the CEO job at Lutheran Kosciuszko Hospital.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm looking over your shit, and I think you'd be perfect for this. And I'm like, you stupid fuck! I work there now. Why would I want to be the CEO?
Did you tell Chuck?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen Chuck since Saturday night, so I haven't had a chance to talk to him. I don't think his son enjoyed the wrestling matches at all. They left actually after the intermission. They stayed for like another match or two, and then they took off. So I have not talked to him. So, but I'll have to let him know that headhunters want me to apply for that job. That's because I list myself as CEO of Golden Mojo Entertainment.
Oh.
Yeah, and most everything I ever get in junk mail is all about medical. So, yeah, sorry, guys. I'm not interested in that job. That's too stressful. Fuck that. I don't know how those guys do it anyway. All right, are we ready to get into today's story?
Yeah.
Unless somebody's got a question.
I don't.
Nobody thought of it. I didn't think of it either.
Oops.
All right, no question of the pod this week. Or no, let me ask you this. Bummer. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying to think. I know the answer to this, but I'm drawing a blank. Well, we're going across the pond, but I'm trying to remember what country we're in.
Oh my. This is your story.
This is
you
my
don't
story.
even know where it takes place.
Well, I know what it is. I mean, it's hold on. Let me.
You probably won't be able to pronounce it anyways.
This is true. This is some pretty crazy shit. That was listen. It was one of those things that it popped up in something that I was researching at one point, and I wrote it down, and I went back and did the research on it, and it's like, oh, this is relatively interesting to what has happened in this place. So, but I'm trying to remember what country it's in. I just don't remember. Is Essex a country? No?
Isn't that England?
I was thinking it was right around England or somewhere in there.
That's what popped into my head too, but
Yeah.
somebody will correct you if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Well. All right. Well, we're getting out of the United States. That's all I'm telling you.
Okay.
We do that from occasionally, but I'm going to take you to the Borley Rectory. Rectory. Have you ever heard of this place?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, the Borley Rectory was constructed on Hall Road in the village of Borley, Essex, in 1862, near the Borley Church. The house was built by Reverend Henry Dawson Ellis Bull. Why the fuck do you need so many names? He moved in a year after it being named the rectory of the parish. The house replaced an earlier rectory on the site that had been destroyed by fire in 1841. It was eventually enlarged by the addition of a wing to the house. Bull's family of 14 children. So basically, they didn't have TV.
Correct.
They didn't have internet. So they just did a lot of fucking.
Okay, then.
14 kids. Holy cow.
No, thank you.
3 was plenty. I love them, but man, I don't know. The nearby church, the Nave, of which may date from the 12th century, serves as a scattered ritual community of 3 hamlets that make up the parish. So basically 3 communities that come together for this one church. There are several farmhouses and remains. And the fragmented remains of the Borley Hall. Once the seat of the Waldegrave family. Legend claims that a
Here we go.
This is one of the big ones. Benedictine monastery was supposedly built in this area in 1362, and that a monk from the monastery conducted a relationship with a nun from a nearby convent. After the affair was discovered, the monk was executed, and the nun, are you ready for this, was reportedly bricked up alive in the convent halls.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's some cruel ass shit right there.
It is.
All right. Well, the first paranormal events of the Borley Rectory reportedly recurred in 1863, since a few locals later remembered having heard unexplained footsteps within the house at about that time. On July 28, 1900, 4 of Bull's daughters saw what they thought was the ghost of a nun at twilight, about 40 yards from the house. They tried to talk to it, but it disappeared when they got closer. Local origins Ernest Ambrose later said that the Bull family were very convinced that they had seen an apparition on several occasions. Various people claim to have witnessed a variety of puzzling incidents, such as a phantom coach driven by 2 headless horsemen during the next 4 decades. Bull died in 1892, and his son, Reverend Henry, or Harry, took over the parish. Upon Harry's death, on June 9th, 1927, the Borley Rectory became vacant. In the following year, I love how they put this in here. On October 2nd, the Reverend Guy Eric Smith and his wife moved into the house. Soon after moving in, Smith's wife, while cleaning out a cupboard, reportedly came across a brown paper package containing the skull of a young woman.
Wow.
Shortly after, the family reported a variety of incidents, including sounds of servant bells ringing despite being disconnected, lights appearing in the window, and unexplained footsteps. In addition, Smith's wife believed she saw a horse-drawn carriage at night. Now, come on, that'd fuck you up, wouldn't it?
No, I'd be like, horsey! Horsey!
Until you saw the drivers who had no heads.
Nah. Horsey!
So Smith contacted the Daily Mirror newspaper asking to be put in touch with the Society for Psychological Research. And then on June 10th of 1929, the newspaper sent a reporter who properly wrote the first of a series of articles detailing the mysteries of the Borley Rectory. The paper also arranged for Harry Price, a paranormal researcher, to make his first visit to the house. He arrived on June 12th, and immediately phenomenons of a new kind appeared, such as throwing stones, a vase, and other objects.
We know all about throwing stones.
We do. Very much so. Spirit messages were tapped out from the frame of the mirror. See, I read where they were like carved into the frame, these spirit messages or whatever.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what they called it back then. Cause
Yeah.
we'd tap it or something.
Right.
I don't know.
As soon as Price left, these occurrences ceased. Smith's wife later maintained that she suspected Price, an expert conjurer, of falsifying the phenomenon. Yeah. It could possibly be. The Smiths left the brewery July 14th of 1929, and the parish had some difficulty in finding a replacement. On October 16th of 1930, the Reverend Lionel Foister, a first cousin of the Bulls, and his wife, Maureen, moved into the house along with their adopted daughter. We're just going to call her Addie because I can't pronounce that girl's name.
Try it.
Adelaney?
Adeline?
We'll just call her Addie. Addie's nice. Foster wrote an account of various strange incidents that occurred between the time his family moved in and October of 1935, which they sent to Price, the newspaper guy. These included bell ringing, windows shattering, the throwing of stones and bottles, wall writings, and the locking of Addie in a room with no key. Madeline reported to her husband a whole range of poltergeist phenomena that include her being thrown from her bed. On one occasion, Addie was attacked by something horrible. Foster tried twice to conduct an exorcism, but his efforts were fruitless. In the middle of the first exorcism, he was struck in the shoulder by a fist-sized stone.
Ouch.
These ghosts weren't fucking around. They could pick that shit up and toss it. Yeah.
It must have been pretty
a
strong.
stone in the house?
Why is there stone in the house?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dog brought it in.
Why wouldn't there be? I mean, we're talking about the early 1900s.
Oh,
Probably a
okay.
stone mantle, fireplace.
All right.
I don't know. I didn't really get into it. Because of the coverage of the case in the Daily Mirror, these incidents attracted an attention of several paranormal researchers who, after investigating, were unanimous in suspecting that they were caused consciously or unconsciously by Maureen.
Which one is it?
It's
The
Maureen.
mom?
It's Maureen, yeah. Yeah, the mom. She later said that she felt that some of the incidences were caused by her husband in concert with one of the psychic researchers, but other events appeared to be This is so fucked up because basically what it's getting to is that they're saying that these two are actually conducting the throwing of the rocks and, the shattering of the windows and shit that they're putting on for these researchers and shit. And now that they've got the newspaper behind them, they were okay with it. They were becoming popular, so they were okay with it, and they just had to keep the hoax up. Yeah. The Borley Rectory remained vacant for some time after the Fosters' departure. In May 1937, Price took out a year-long rental agreement with Queen Anne's Bounty, the owners of the property. Through an advertisement printed in the Times on May 25th, 1937, and a subsequent personal interviews, he recruited a not a corpse, but like a core of 48 official observationists, mostly students who spent periods, mainly during weekends, at the house with instructions to report any phenomenons that occurred. So he rents the house for a year, sticks a bunch of students in it on the weekends, and says, "Let me know what you see."
So he was like the first bed and breakfast or Airbnb. He just wanted you to write down what happened to you while you were there. Yeah. That's awesome.
You like that? Mm-hmm. On March 1938, Helen Glanville conducted a planchette seance in Streatham, London. Streatham?
Look, London, England.
There you go.
Now you know where you're at.
We know. Price reported that she made contact with two spirits, the first of which was that of a young nun who identified herself as Marie
Antoinette.
Lorraine.
The one they supposedly walled
Bricked up.
According to the Planchette story, Marie was the French nun who left her religious order and traveled to England to marry a member of the Walgrave family. Remember I said earlier that the Walgrave family owned all that? Mm-hmm. She was said to have been murdered in an outer building on a site of the Borley Rectory, and her body was either buried in the cellar or thrown in a disused well.
Ooh.
The wall writings were allegedly to be her pleas for help. One read, "Please help get me out."
Short and sweet.
I mean, to the point. The second spirit that had been contacted identified himself as Senix Amateur. We're just going to call him Senix. And claimed that he would set fire to the Borley Rectory at 9 o'clock the night 27 March 1938. He also said that at that time, the bones of the murdered person would be revealed. Mm. Well, it didn't exactly come true. Imagine that.
So.
But on February 27th of 1939, the new owner of the rectory, Captain W.H. Grayson, was unpacking boxes and accidentally knocked over an oil lamp in the hallway. The house was never connected to a gas or electric supply, and water was obtained from the well in the courtyard. The fire quickly spread, and the house was severely damaged. So he claimed that it was going to go down March of 1938, but it actually didn't happen until February of 1939. An investigation, the cause of blaze, the insurance company concluded that the fire seemed to have been started deliberately. A Miss Williams from nearby Borley Lodge said said she saw the figure of a ghostly nun in the upstairs window during the fire, and according to Harry Price, demanded a fee of 1 guinea for her story. In August of 1943, Price conducted a brief dig into the cellar of the ruins and discovered 2 bones thought to be that of the young woman. And I do believe I read that they believed that was Marie, the French nun. In 1960, battery torches, and car headlamps all fail without obvious cause during an investigation. And in 2000, the sound of hollow footsteps, a creaking of a door no longer exists, and a deep sigh were heard by one of the television crews that were there doing investigations.
Why are there car headlights? Why are there cars inside that house?
I'm assuming that battery torches would probably be flashlights, and car headlamps would be headlights. But I'm assuming that they were outside of the house. I mean,
battery
there's
torches.
Nothing left. I mean, so the pictures that I saw of it, I mean, they've actually, I do believe that they've actually completely torn it down now, and it's pretty much, well, I think I might have something on that. So I don't know what they were investigating in the 2000s. I'm not sure when they totally took down the rest of the house, but the Borley Church still stands today. However, it is barred up and locked so no one can enter, as the town of Borley citizens are extremely hostile towards outsiders coming into this town. This is fueled by the many people trying to hold seances in the graveyard and pretty much people coming to get a look at what was left of the property. Yeah, I guess I didn't have that. I know that I read that there's like a garden now in that area where the rectory was at, and one of the guys that I was reading on, he actually talked about he was there before citizens got pretty much fed up with everybody just rolling in, but when he went back, that's when the church was all barred up, and I guess the people just stare you down and they tell you to get out, just get out of town, just fucking leave, go. But he was talking about an old man who was tending the garden and where the property was, where the rectory was. And he's like, yeah, you need to leave. There's nothing to see here.
Make me.
He actually, the YouTube video that he posted, he goes, I'm standing in the middle of the road because this is public property, and if I get caught trespassing, they will come get me. So he was taking video from the middle of the road, just giving some video of the town and shit.
Lucky he didn't get hit.
I know, right?
Take him out.
This is a podunk town. There's the middle of nowhere, and yeah, I don't think there's a ton of traffic through there.
Right, but if they don't want him to be there, they might.
Oh, just run his ass over.
Out.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point. So there you go. That's the story of the Borley Rectory in Borley, Essex, England. Fuck shit. There you go. I love you guys out there. Thank you for listening to me just fucking be all over the place.
Tear it up. Tore it up. All I know is I'm going to start calling flashlights battery torches.
Battery
from
torches.
now on.
Did you bring your battery torch? Sure did.
Yeah, I sure did.
If that fails, we'll use those car headlamps.
No oil lamps.
No, we don't need no oil lamps. We're good. But yeah, it sounds to me like it can go one of either way. I mean, you know, with the story of the monk and the nun being, you know, in the window of the fucking house that's on fire. Apparently I don't know that it came out through in the story, but apparently the fucking second story wasn't there anymore. Just that one wall with that window.
Ooh, that'd be creepy.
Yeah. And you look up and she's standing there looking at you. So I don't know. I thought it was a cool little story, and it's, you know, it's not really close to home. It's not like we're going to go check out this little town or anything, but,
Well, it sounds like they don't want you to,
they
so.
don't want you there. Well, they don't realize that I'm Golden Jay from the United States Paranormal Podcast.
Yeah, right. You'd go over there and they'd be like, get out.
And
you'd
be like, okay, I'm done. Out.
ya.
They don't want me here.
Peace.
See you later. But yeah, I thought it was a fun little story. And you definitely, you know, you get to those 18s and early 1900s, you know, killings and murders and hauntings and stuff. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, I think some of it was a little bit overshot. I think they said that at one point they found rocks in Price's coat pocket, you know, from the rocks being thrown or whatever. So, I mean, take it for what it is, but it's just a fun little story. So there you go. That's my story.
Good job.
Thank you. It's a horrible read. I'm so sorry. I guess I should have read it a second time. I went through it, read it, wrote it, some of it.
Were those your words?
No, I would never use a fucking, what did he say? A torch light?
Battery
A
torch.
battery
torch. Get it right. That's what we call flashlights from now on.
From now on, battery torch. All right. I'm gonna try to remember that. All right. So there you go.
There we go.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Oh,
We're gonna hit it after the story. All right.
What kind of pants do psychics wear?
What kind of pants do sidekicks wear?
Psychics.
Psychics. I thought you said sidekicks. Psychics. I should know this. That's a lot of dead space.
It is. I'm trying to think of what it would be. I don't know.
A paranormal pants.
Paranormal pants. Woo!
Oh, wow.
I love it.
Oh, wow.
That's a good one.
Oh, wow.
She came up with that while you were telling your story.
Let me ask you this.
Oh.
What's a turkey's favorite pickup line? Is that a pop-up timer? You just happy to see me?
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Well, a short story today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't be afraid to go out to UnitedStatesParanormal.com and check out all the great merch we got going on there. I did put together a new shirt for Golden 80s that I'm very proud of. Did I show it to you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, man. I'll just show it to you. I showed it to Jen today.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Pretty awesome.
All right.
It's dangerously hilarious.
Dangerously hilarious.
That's at goldenmojoent.com if you want to go check that out. But like I said before, patreon.com/TUSOP. Go check out all of our videos. You know, we do special videos in our top tier, but in our second tier, you can have all the video of us telling each story, getting our facial expressions, and Jen looking all cute when you say Miss Williams. Anything else exciting we need to tell our listeners about?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
All right. Well, until next weekend. Next weekend?
Next weekend? It's a weekend? Woo!
Golden Jay has had a rough day.
You're done.
And he's happy to be a part of the United States Paranormal, but he might be done. So, on that note, keep it spooky, and I'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Check us out at UnitedStatesOfParanormal.com, where you can find our Spotlight of the Month, Fan of the Month, and all of our amazing merchandise. Or you can find us on social media at Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795. And don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/TUSOP.
Please check out the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. The Call Guys, Golden Image Podcast, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Golden 80s, The Gridiron Kings, Murd Nerds, and A Quart of Books and Booze, all of which can be found at goldenmojoent.com or wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
And if you have a location or a story that you would like for us to check into, please email us at the United States of Paranormal at gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen. Thank you for all of your support. Bye.